Hello and welcome to Get Real with Meshell. Gratitude every time. Today is not a question, it's actually a topic and possibly even a pet peeve. I had a conversation over the last couple of days where someone reached out to me because they wanted to connect with me. Someone I have connected with before and actually I think is a pretty amazing person. However, this time it was a very different conversation because I was not listened to, I was not heard, and it was so incredibly uncomfortable that I couldn't even understand why the person scheduled the call with me. It was really bad. And the biggest factor was that they did not listen. And the reason I know they did not listen is because every time they asked me a question, once I answered, there was zero follow-up. They immediately went into their story. So it was like, well, how are things going for you? Oh, great. I've been getting a lot of speaking events and really enjoying all the opportunities to ignite confidence. Oh, yeah, because you know what? I've been doing the same thing. Well, great, right? So it was just that. Or, what are some of your favorite topics to talk about? Oh, confidence and imposter syndrome. Yeah, because my favorite topics are, and in some cases, I was actually cut off. I didn't even get to finish and complete a thought before they overall it like, and I could even see the antsiness in them. And it was just a very disjuncted conversation that led me to question, like, do I even want to connect with this person? And I absolutely do not see the opportunity to make connection with this person because, again, being honest, I truly understand if I am not left feeling better for having connected with someone, why would I refer you to someone else? If that conversation was lackluster, if it was questionable, if they did not do anything that left me feeling amazing, why would I then refer you to someone else for that similar experience? I'm not going to wing it and guess possibly they could have had a bad day unless I know with certainty that that person had a bad day and we had a long established relationship and it was a fluke, which if it had been that, I would have clarified on the conversation. Hey, are you having an off day? This is not someone I knew at that level of intimacy and did not feel that it was necessary for me to make this inquiry because one, they established a call. So I'm just going to give you a couple of key points here to help you to really create more conversation through listening. Listen to what people are saying. Listen. So one, look like you're interested. This is the first thing. Hold eye contact. Turn your phone over. Turn your notifications off. Close the tabs. In Zoom, you can actually pop open the screen. So hit that green button in the top left corner. So the person that is speaking is taking up the entire screen. So there's no background imagery going over. Two, inquire. Inquire about more information. That's a follow-up question. Instead of quickly sharing your experience is what I don't know how this has become the standard because it's not listening. It's like you were standing there just waiting at the gate so you could tell your story. If you are the initiator of the conversation, do the least amount of talking. That's how the person knows you really cared enough to create and connect with them and you're listening. So inquire, ask questions, ask a follow-up question or two. Oh my God, that's amazing. So where have you been speaking? How have you liked that? How are you finding these leads? You'll get all your answers if you just ask more questions instead of interjecting your story. The S, stay on topic. What is the initial conversation? So staying on topic means that at the beginning of the conversation, you want to establish why I connected with you. I just really wanted to connect with you to see how I could be supportive of you. That's what I was told at the beginning of the conversation. None of the conversation felt like I was being supported in any way. It almost felt like they just wanted to be able to say they connected with me. And I don't know why that's the case. Like, time is limited. We only get 24 hours in a day. So why would you use your time to act like you want to connect with someone you really didn't connect with? So stay on topic, right? And that requires at the beginning establishing what the topic is. And then the T is test your understanding. So test your understanding is, and you see me looking down at notes and then I looked up because I'm thinking about it, right? So I'm searching in my thoughts. Test your understanding means ask another question. So once you've asked a couple of questions, they're giving you some feedback. So what I hear you saying is, like, let me clarify if this is what you're saying. So you're testing your understanding. So that helps you to stay on topic, and that helps you to be valuable to the conversation. And then E, evaluate the message against what you know to be true. So based off of what I'm understanding, if I'm correct, this is what you're looking for. This is how I can help you. This is where we're going. This is what you need. So you're evaluating to see what is this all about? Why are we having this conversation? And then the N is to nurture the relationship, right? And that's the follow-up. Thank you for just a quick note. It doesn't even have to be an email. You can go into one of the favorite social media channels where you connected with that person and drop them a DM, send them a text, but just say thank you. And that nurtures the relationship. And one of the things that I like to do is calendar appointment. So take that and send myself a message in 3 months from now, depending on the level. So it might be a week, a month, 3 months, where I'll send out a message to remind myself to follow up with that person and just see how you're doing. Hey, we talked a couple of months, and I make a note, right? And you have CRMs like HubSpot and MailChimp. All these different CRMs can help you, Active Campaign, whatever it is. But create a note for yourself to follow up at a certain period of time based off of your strategy to see how they're doing. And especially if they had a launch, right? Follow up and see how the launch is going. How did the launch go, right? Things like that. But you want to stay in that nurturing. So again, listen, look like you're interested, inquire for more questions, stay on topic, like test your understanding, evaluate the conversation in its entirety for the outcome based off of the initial tone that you set for the conversation, and nurture the relationship. So again, be a great person that wants to connect, leave people better off for having spoken to you. And it takes time. This is practice. I am not perfect at it. I get overly excited myself. I want to share my story. We all do. And the ability to listen is really what creates the best connections, and it helps you to be valuable, because most people do not feel heard in this world because we rapid pace, got a lot of things going on, and this will leave people better off for having connected with you when they feel heard and listened to. Have a great day. If you have any questions in the comments, if this is helpful, write something in the comments, share it out on social media and tag me, and I'll respond back to you. And a question you want me to answer, send it to me at hello@meshellbaker.com. And I look forward to seeing you at the next time on the next Get Real with Meshell. Have a great day.